What's going on, guys? This is Vince with vshred.com, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to get your biceps to grow with just using one exercise. All right, so when it comes to working your biceps, obviously it's usually going to be some kind of curl, and that is going to be what I'm doing today. But I've said this in many videos: how do you work a muscle? How do you get a muscle to grow? It's by A, shortening and lengthening the muscle, and then B, by getting full range of motion and just focusing on time under tension. So today's exercise, I'm going to show you guys a quick exercise that you can do that is going to use all of these. Because what happens is, typically when you're doing some kind of bicep curl, you will hit a point of the curl where you are either A, resting at the bottom, or maybe resting at the top, or B, you aren't getting the peak contraction of the muscle. Because if you're not getting full range of motion, means that you have to get the stretch on the muscle and you have to get the peak contraction. And a lot of times, if you're just doing let's say, standing up curl, at the bottom you're probably resting it for a second, and at the top you're probably not getting that peak contraction unless you're really focusing on it. Because if you're all the way up here, odds are you're probably resting unless you're focusing, like I said, on that top part of the exercise. So I got a quick exercise that I want to show you guys, and it's a pretty good one. And all it's going to take is a cable machine. It's just one cable and then a straight bar. You can do this with an easy bar. You can do this standing, you can do this sitting down. Basically what you're going to do is you're going to have the cable above your head. That way, because what happens is when you're hitting your biceps, there is one easy way to make sure that you're going to get a peak contraction. And if you guys are sitting in your computer chair right now or watching this on your phone, you can do it right now. You can flex. I want you to flex your arm down by your side just like this. Hold it there, and then what I want you to do is actually lift your elbow up, keeping it flexed as high as you can. And I guarantee, just going from here to here, you feel a better contraction in your bicep. And that is simply because shoulder elevation causes for a better contraction with the bicep. So today's exercise, when I'm doing this cable, I'm going to not only initiate that peak contraction by shoulder elevation, so it's going to be a curl just like this. But instead of just doing it stationary like this, keeping myself in one place, what I'm going to do is I'm going to curl this back. I'm going to get that peak contraction of my bicep, but then let's say I just let this weight go back down and I straighten out my arm. My arm is now parallel to this cable. With my arm parallel to this cable right here, I'm resting my bicep. So that's just a half second of cheated rest every single time. I could go up here, get the peak contraction, and go back down, but then I'm releasing tension right here. So instead, what you're gonna do is you're going to go up, get that peak contraction, but then as you let this weight down, you're actually going to elevate your elbow even more. That way, when you're at the top of this exercise, what you're trying to do is you're trying to get your arms to be more perpendicular to the cable rather than just straight on parallel with the cable, because the more perpendicular you are, the more the weight is going to be working against your biceps even when your arms are straight. So it's going to look like this. So you're going to go, so you're going to have your feet, spread a little bit. That way you can keep yourself balanced. You're going to bring this weight back, get that peak contraction, but then as you bring it back, you're going to bring your elbows up farther. And this right here, my bicep is still being worked right here. And then you're going to curl this weight back down, getting that peak contraction, lifting your elbows up while you curl and back down. And you're just going to do this over and over and over. And do it with weight that you can control. And that way you're A, getting that top contraction, so you're going to get the full range of motion. B, you're never losing tension. And C, yeah, you're never losing tension, but you're not going to get that cheated rest at the bottom by going parallel with the cable. So try this out next time you're going to do arms, and I bet you feel a little better squeeze when you get that shoulder elevation and when you actually elevate your elbows even more when the cable is supposed to be straight. You're not going to lose tension like you normally probably would. So if you guys like this tip, I have a free physique builder tool that gives you 3 tips for your specific body type. All you have to do is take like 10 seconds, answer a couple of questions so that we can figure out what your body type is, and it spits out 3 free tips, and that's it. You can check it out by clicking the link in the description below. Other than that, if you like this tip, if you like this video, make sure you're clicking that thumbs up button below so that I know to keep making these kind of videos. Other than that, if you have any comments on this video, if you have any questions, if you have any future recommendations for other videos, I'd love to hear them. Comment them in the comment section below. Other than that, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one.